In the first terrorist attack on U.S. soil since 9/11, suicide bombers have attacked 3 sites in Washington, D.C. At one end of the National Mall, a tourist bus at the Lincoln Memorial blew up at the same time a suicide bomber detonated himself at the other end of the mall, killing tourists viewing the Washington Monument. A few blocks away, the Holocaust Museum was also targeted.
I'm going to need help from FBI, Security Defense, FEMA. Get in touch with people in D.C., find out what's going on, if they've secured the area.
According to the Stafford Act, my understanding is that you have to request help from the governor, from state authorities.
My primary concern is getting help to my citizens as soon as we can. And if I can declare a state of emergency and get federal funding and assistance that way, I'm prepared to do that immediately. And then if we need to go through the formal channels of meeting with Governor Kane and the governor of Maryland, we're prepared to do that as well.
Sources report hundreds killed as 2 ferries in San Francisco Bay explode. No terrorist organizations claim responsibility. Mass panic in the streets near the harbor as ambulance crews, rescue squads, onlookers, security officials, and TV crews converge on the area.
Somebody screamed bomb, so everybody panicked.
Police on scene say that everyone's pretty disoriented. They're just working on evacuation at this point, so they don't have a lot of intelligence. Right? We don't have a body count. They're still working through the crisis. Everyone was taken off guard, so we just need to wait that out. He has my number, and he'll call me back when he gets any further information on the scene.
Anything involving the warrant is based upon the information that the FBI has.
Right.
Our FBI doesn't have this information. Do you have a contact with any of your hires who can indicate what sort of leads they have that we need to investigate, or who we need to serve warrants on?
No, not
San Francisco. Do you need to speak with them?
Hey, we're checking to see if you have any more updates on the terrorist groups responsible for these attacks, so that we can begin doing we're tracking down any of the terrorist organizations that might be here on the West Coast.
Initial reports from Tel Aviv indicate a suicide bombing in the vicinity of the American embassy in Tel Aviv. Estimated casualties are in the dozens. Israeli TV reports that police and security forces have been deployed to the embassy.
Everyone, I need to just clarify what we know and what we don't know about these attacks. Okay, Israel. What do we know about Israel? Secretary of State.
At this point, we cannot confirm hardly anything. The Israeli ambassador to the UN believes that it is Hamas out of Syria. However, that is not confirmed. Israel believes that it is actionable, but they are not willing to give us any sources. And so at this point, we're kind of stuck until we can confirm the intelligence.
Do we have any other intelligence, anything else on the attack in Israel?
We're looking into the possibility that this could have been an inside job. In other words, that there was embassy employees who assisted in this attack. So we need to get with the Israeli ambassador and direct his intelligence efforts towards the possibility of that sort of link.
We need to know, what do you guys know? Your eyes and ears on the ground with this embassy bombing in Tel Aviv.
And we have a pretty good idea it's coming from outside, not from anyone inside Israel.
You don't think it's a Palestinian connection?
I feel pretty confident that there probably is a Palestinian connection.
No updates from the IDF at this point, Israeli intelligence?
Nothing I can share right now. I'm going to try.
I mean, this is in your backyard. That's why we're wanting to know.
Right, and that's why we want to react as well to it. It's clearly on our soil, so it's an attack against us as well as the United States, so we feel pretty...
We're just trying to establish the link between the bombings that occurred in the U.S. and the embassy currently.
Okay, what do we have going on in D.C.?
Right.
Who's prepared to give me an update on that?
Currently in Washington, we have no further attacks. The Washington Metro has closed all of their government buildings. They're currently their police force is directing ensuring crowd control.
So first response is out and we're securing the government buildings.
Currently they're dealing with the issue of what to do with the children at school.
As far as the school situation goes, I'd like to transport all the children via our public transportation to a location where it is safe for parents to pick them up at this time.
I know parents are concerned, but I think that's something we want to address soon, but we have some time. What's
maybe
I don't know that we have much reason to keep them at school though.
Let me put it this way. before I release kids and parents into the streets, I
I don't want the parents. I want to take the children from their schools to a place where it is safe and it won't congest the streets for the parents to pick them
Are
up.
the school out
by public transport?
Before I do that, I want to get more information.
What's the update on now that we have that warrant? Do we have people in custody?
I've got police on the ground who are going to call us when they speak to witnesses and they have any information whatsoever, including a casualty count, but also any information on the attackers. What you got now?
Okay, so I just left a message. I sent a team into the headquarters of.
Okay, we just have a new. Oh, go ahead.
Palestinian statehood now, with instructions to look especially carefully at bank records, especially for purchases at home supply stores such as Home Depot. Look for any purchases that could be used to make improvised explosive devices.
I want to bring us back to Palestine. It seems like there are so many arrows pointing to Palestine. No, but it seems like there's a lot of connections to Palestine.
Well, and now Israeli is opposing the United States, trying to force diplomatically Canada out of the Gaza Strip, and so we're losing leverage by the minute.
I just spoke with the Vice President of the United States. He demands the immediate withdrawal of any UN peacekeepers. If they want to go, they go under the Canadian flag and they go alone.
You're in a position to make that demand, but I mean, it's going to come down on your State Department when it says peacekeeping troops.
It'll come out either way, though, because
it'll come out. But if it says they were on their way and the U.S. stepped in,
can you
and
inform
said, no,
will you inform the Prime Minister that we are going to demand that those Canadian we're going to get the Canadian peacekeepers out of there.
Yeah, but if violence erupts in the Gaza Strip after this,
then so
who's
be
going to
it.
take the fall?
Then so be it. What I'm saying is, we're going to demand that unless she can give us that the intel, your guys' sources on the intel.
All right, but let me just stress again how I think diplomatically that is a completely bad decision.
Is this the President of the United States? No, I talked to the President of the United States. No, I don't talk to the Secretary of State. I want the President of the United States.
Pardon me?
What are you fobbing me off on the Secretary of State? Prime Ministers don't talk to Secretary of States. We talk to presidents. What do you mean that the United States is going to veto everything in the United Nations that's going to help Israel? I don't understand. What kind of policy is this?
What the hell do we care about if Gaza isn't, if the Canadians are in Gaza as far as right now? And how is that affecting our major situations on the ground?
Vice President, my reservation about removing the troops is that it seems like you are all right with them. This is right. However, the reason for taking them out on your part is just so that you can get leverage with Israel.
They'll give us more to act on it, but what they meant when they've said that in the past, they meant like, yeah, we'll give you what you need to go bomb them. You know, but that's probably not what we need. Okay, let me talk to them. I'll call you back. We gotta know. And what's the ultimate question of the day? Where's the intelligence coming from? Right? We've been asked that a million times. What do you need from us so we can get that intel? We've tried a million things. We tried the peacekeeper things. Obviously, we're saying, look, we're going to take them out. We're going to demand they leave. We'll put them in. We'll do this. We'll do that. What do we need to make it work?
You specifically want to know where is the intelligence regarding.
We want the intel.
Which
you don't need to reveal your sources, but we want the intel.
Which intel?
And right now they're saying, yeah, we got pretty good information, but we just don't want to tell you about it.
Right, but they're stonewalling, so they won't tell us anything about anything.
I mean, this is where it's all come to a grinding halt.
MI5 in England is called, and a passenger on the no-fly list got on a plane heading from somewhere in England to Boston, and they've lost track of him in the plane.
One of those jets scrambled right away. They should be looking into, there should be an area of the Northeast, so Boston, New York, Maine, have those jets scrambled and other jets ready to replace them at need, and we will give further instructions as soon as we know it.
We don't know much more than where it's at, where it's going. It's not on its projected flight path. It's not responding to any kind of messages. We obviously have a U.S. Marshal who's missing in action on that plane, so at this point we can assume that it's been hijacked and it's probably heading straight for D.C. It may be that fourth attack that we're waiting for today.
We have 25 minutes, maybe 23 minutes or so.
That would be my recommendation. 23 minutes from D.C.?
Yes, we do not know if the plane is compromised. We do not know if the plane is going to D.C. We just know that it's veered off its course from Boston towards D.C.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's put out 2 statements.
Okay.
Do you want to alert first responders?
I will alert first responders.
Okay, and you alert people saying we've confirmed reports from the White House that a plane is heading in the direction of Washington D.C. We are advising people to stay put and to stay in their homes.
We are literally minutes from entering that airspace.
You can say that the plane seems to be like doing it's circling or something, or it's approaching.
I've been signaling them using the standard procedures for signaling them to land, and I'm getting no response. We are, I can see land now.
We will update you literally as soon as we get some information on that.
Where are you trying to divert the plane?
We are trying any alternative means at this point to divert the plane, find out if it is actually been hijacked. If we have any further information that requires your action, we will let you know.
Okay.
Sorry, that's all I have at this moment. Thank you.
Just anything. Totally worthless. Might as well set up an intelligence from Alpha's out of here. Okay. What else can we do?
It sounds like they're prepared to deal with the plane any way possible to not let it get here.
Well, if they're going to shoot it down, I don't want it to be shot down over the city.
I don't know if shooting down this passenger plane is their best option right now. Like, is that what they're considering?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they see shooting it as the last resort. Yeah.
Has been hit and is ascending.
Okay, we have a confirmed kill that jet, so I assume the UK is going to be on the phone.
Unfortunately, Prime Minister, we were faced with no other options. We tried multiple times to divert the plane. We were not able to contact anyone on board. They were not following any flight plan, and we believe that this was part of the coordinated attack against the United States.